This review is made possible by Gerald Kia in Naperville. Gerald's outstanding staff is ready to find the perfect car for you. Whether it be new or used, your next car is waiting for you at Gerald Kia. Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving a 2020 Kia Sorento EX. Up front is a 3.3 liter V6, down below is an 8-speed automatic transmission. This video is sponsored by CarMarshal.com. If you'd like to support the channel, click the link down in the description below. CarMarshal.com advertises for over 100,000 vehicles across the US. But let's get back to that 3.3 liter V6. Well, it is the non-turbo version of the Kia Stinger engine. As you guys know, I recently drove a K900, I recently drove a Kia Stinger. Both had these engines. The Kia Sedona has the same engine, and I've actually really grown to be a pretty big fan of the engine. I think it delivers a decent amount of torque. I think it delivers a decent amount of power, at least enough power for me to go about my daily business. And I really like it, turbo and non-turbo. Now this of course is the non-turbo, so it doesn't quite make the high 300s that the other engines make. But still, I'm glad that Kia is still offering an SUV like this that isn't a small displacement turbo like a lot of their competitors. You can still get this in the tried and true V6 naturally aspirated as opposed to like a 2-liter, 2.2-liter turbo. Now, like I said, paired to it is an 8-speed automatic transmission. It shifts, it works well, I like it. It's not clunky, it's not weird. It's just overall a nice shifting transmission, and I can't really say too much more about it. It's just a nice transmission. Last but not least, this particular Sorento is all-wheel drive, which as you can see is very key today because it is very slushy, very icy outside today, and it is 30 degrees, so not the best. You're gonna want all-wheel drive, especially here in Chicago. So let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have sort of 3 gauge pods, I guess. On the far left is my tachometer. In the center is my speedometer, as well as I get my fuel economy, my miles till empty, things like that. And then on the right, I have my coolant temperature and my fuel. On the steering wheel, on the right, I have my cruise control settings, my radar cruise, which is really nice. I can set my following distance. And then on the left, I have my voice controls, volume, phone, things like that. Then over to the left, I do have my dimmer switches, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, and my traction control on and off, as well as my gas cap button and the trunk release. On the door, I have my power mirrors, power locks, and power windows, which all 4 of them are automatic. So 1 touch down, 1 touch back up, which is really, really nice. In the center, I have my pretty standard Kia radio. They put these in pretty much all of their vehicles, and I like it. I think it works really well. It has Sirius XM, HD satellite radio, Bluetooth, USB in, aux in, anything, any way you want to hook up your phone or music device, you can absolutely do that here in the Sorento. Down below the center screen, we do get our climate controls. Nothing really too crazy here. I like them a lot. They're very basic. I kind of like the gear-looking knobs for the climate controls, dual climate zones, which is absolutely great. But I do have heated seats for both of the front occupants, so both the driver and the passenger get 3 different levels of heated seats, and I absolutely love that. Down at the very bottom, inside a little cubby, is 2 12-volt outlets, and then your aux and USB in. Then we come to the shifter, very standard shifter for Kia, nothing really too crazy, nothing really out there. I like it a lot. It works well, and you know, that's all you really need a shifter to do, is work well and have it, you know, be easily used. But down below the shifter, we do have a couple different buttons. So we do have drive mode, which once we get to the top of this hill, we'll look at the drive modes. We have Eco, Sport, Smart, and Comfort. We'll leave it in Eco, of course, because it's just a review, but it's nice that you at least get Smart and Sport, so the car will kind of learn your habits a little bit and decide a mode that best suits your driving. But down below that, interestingly enough, I do have 4-wheel drive lock. I can actually lock it in 4-wheel drive. So if you're stuck in the snow, if you are stuck anywhere in mud, snow, slush, sleet, you can lock it in 4-wheel drive and it'll help you out there. Then I do have my parking sensors on and off, my power handbrake, and my auto hold brake. Very standard stuff there. Now we got to talk about the seats. The seats are leather. They are heated power. I like them. Nothing really too crazy, nothing uncomfortable about them. I really just like them. I think that they're really good seats. And, you know, for a vehicle like this, I'm not expecting them to massage me and tell me my fortune and things like that. They're just nice seats. That's all I really have to say. But speaking of seats, we do have back seats, and then we'll hop around back and even do a trunk review because it's a big deal with the Sorento. All right, so we're in the back of the 2020 Kia Sorento EX. I have a 12-volt outlet as well as a USB charger. I have my own 2 little vents, 2 little cup holders, power windows, and I get to really, really fully enjoy this giant moonroof. I absolutely love it. If you're a rear occupant, this is great. If you have kids, I can't stress this enough with having these types of roofs with kids. If I was young, man, I would stare out this thing forever. I really wish that I had a sunroof as a kid, or a moonroof, really. Because if you rain-X this, or if you like really get it, you know, clay barred wax or whatever, and the rain just streaks off of it, I would sit here for hours and just watch the water go over. Or at night, driving on the highway, are you kidding me? Like, that's awesome. I love moonroofs with a passion. I think that they just add so much light to the car, and just, it doesn't make you feel like you're in a concealed box. If I could have a glass roof on my RX-7 and it be safe, I absolutely would, because it's just, and it's better than a convertible, I think, because you can get the windows down, get the wind in your hair, whatever, but on a cold day, when it's 10 degrees here in the Chicagoland, you're not taking the top down. You're not looking up. On a rainy day, you're not keeping the top down. But on this, rain, snow, sleet, volcano ash for my California viewers, you could watch it all through this. I absolutely love that. I love moonroofs. Love them. But let's go take a look at the back hatch, because that's really where we're going to see the bigger space over the Sportage. So let's hop back there. All right, so we're in the back hatch. We do have these nice Kia floor mats, genuine parts. Wow. You can just move these. These seats do come up. We do actually have rear seats, which have probably never ever been up because this is a brand new car, as you can tell by all the stickers, stuff like that. But what's interesting is over here we actually do have rear AC on the wall, which I kind of like. Oh. So we can also pull these levers here on the side, and those front seats go down. So you can actually lay completely flat. You can get a completely flat space with the pull of the switch. I also get a 12-volt, 180-watt outlet back here. It's great for camping or something. If you have an inflatable mattress and you need an air pump, plug it in right there. You could blow it up right here, stuff like that. I do have my tools, things like that, little storage area down here. I like that you have extra storage as well. So really, really nice. I mean, this is really where the Sorento really flies over the Sportage. Now we gotta talk about the looks. I think this looks okay. I mean, I think it's a decent looking SUV. It's not ugly per se, but I don't think it's really striking. And honestly, this is going to get mixed up with the Sportage quite a bit. And so let's talk about that. Why would you buy this over the Sportage? Well, right off the bat, you get that 3.3 liter V6. You're gonna have more power than the Sportage. If power is what you desire, then this is what you should buy over the Sportage. The second is space. Honestly, this is more spacious than a Sportage. The Sportage is a smaller, more economical, more budget-friendly SUV. And so if you have a little bit extra money to spend, you could swing the payments a little bit more. I'd highly recommend coming up to this. Is this SUV going to knock your socks off? No. But it is solid, it's reliable, it's comfortable, it's fairly modern, and that's all you can really ask for. Something that's probably honestly going to go to the grocery store, to football practice, to soccer practice, to basketball practice, to cricket practice, to rugby practice, to ping pong practice, whatever other practices there are. I really like the black wheels. I do have to say, the black color, I could take it or leave it, but the black wheels on the black, I think it does look interesting, and it just separates it from every other SUV. And I have to say, with an SUV market so large, right now in 2019, the SUV market is so huge. Everyone has so many different SUVs that this doesn't stick out, but it's definitely a good contender. And so if you're looking for an SUV, if you're shopping for an SUV, definitely keep this in mind. The Sorento has a naturally aspirated V6, so it has more power, more torque down low than other vehicles that have 4-cylinder turbos. And so now I come to the debate, would I take a Sportage or a Sorento? And honestly, from where I'm sitting, I'd probably take a Sorento. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Gerald Kia for allowing me to take out their 2020 Sorento EX. They have tons of these in stock. They sell them like hotcakes. This is one of their top sellers. They absolutely just move these things like water. And I see why. It's a great little SUV that won't absolutely break the bank. But they have absolutely great service, great people over at Gerald Kia. And so thank you very much for letting me do this review. Their information is up on the screen as well as linked in the description below. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.
Aside from my soul.